This farmstead outside Mönchengladbach is where Heinz Mack both lives and works. And this is where he recently celebrated his 80th birthday. His garden is like an open-air museum, featuring sculptures made of various materials, including marble and granite. Some of the sculptures are reminiscent of Moorish Arab architecture. Many are designed for large open spaces. These kind of freestanding pillars have fascinated Heinz Mack for over 50 years.
From a purely historical point of view, the stele comes originally from ancient Greece, where it served as a gravestone. It stood upright in front of the grave. This bolt-upright position is to me a strong symbol of life. Sculptures like this connect the earth with the sky in a very dynamic way. The closer the sculpture gets to the sky, the more it becomes immaterial. It lights up because it reflects the sky.
Heinz Mack has devoted much of his life to monumental sculptures.
All sculptures have to relate in their proportions to the size of human beings.
This one is 7.5 meters tall. Around 100 of his works can be found in German cities. This pillar of light stands in Berlin. Depending on the position of the sun and where the viewer stands, the pillar changes color. Despite his advancing years, Heinz Mack hasn't slowed down. He spent the last few days and weeks preparing for various exhibitions of his work. A gallery in Düsseldorf is showing some of his earliest creations, as well as his glazed ceramics and sculptures of bronze and marble. Here, too, there's often a clearly recognizable Oriental influence. The Art and Exhibition Hall of the Federal Republic of Germany, located in Bonn, is also running an exhibition entitled Light, Space, Color. It features 130 exhibits. There's a particular focus on the experiments that Heinz Mack conducted in the Sahara in the 1960s and 70s. He exposed constructions of polished metal, such as these, to the harsh desert sunlight in a quest to explore new dimensions in art.
Obviously, the desert is a place that's flooded with light in a way that words and even photos can never capture. In the desert, there are fleeting moments, such as when the sun rises or sets, when the entire atmosphere seems to change, and the light makes everything appear almost unreal.
He took photos to document the Sahara project. Not only steles were used to illustrate the desert's unique light, the artist used other types of constructions too. The experience of the desert permeates Mack's work, including his paintings. Much of his work evokes Islamic ornamentation and Arab carpets and tapestries. His latest piece in Mönchengladbach is almost 4 meters tall and 6 meters wide.
An image like this one doesn't represent anything other than itself. It's a piece of work that's about nothing other than the authenticity of its color quality. This has to be as pure as possible. There's no black whatsoever in the entire image.
Instead, Heinz Mack favors traditional Maghreb colors and Arab patterns.
The stringency of Islamic art, which is wholly abstract and devoid of objectivity, plays a major role in my art. I've closely studied Eastern art, which is quite extraordinary and explores dimensions such as the spiritual dimension, in which light is very important. Not just in a literal sense, but also in the philosophical, religious and metaphorical sense.
Heinz Mack is well versed in the writings of the 12th century Persian mystic Al-Ghazali. He once said, "Without light, colors would be invisible. They would not exist. And without color, everything would be invisible."